What's going on today, guys? It's your girl Dev, and today we're going to talk about alliances and flag buildings and routes, how to build a good alliance, and how to make your flag successful. In this video, I will cover one of my favorite topics, and it really means a lot to me because I take a lot of pride in how I build flags and locations of fortresses based on war tactics that I've learned over the past year. This video might be a little bit long. I'll do my best to keep things short. If you have any questions, don't forget, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe to my videos for more content like this, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Alright guys, strap in. Let's go. Alright guys, so this is my alt account in Kingdom 1315. I'm showing you a little bit of example about what it's like to be an R5. So the first thing I want to show you is in the Alliance tab. In the Settings tab here, you can open the settings. You can actually see the information that you would get when you create an alliance. It costs 500 gems, and you get the option to choose a tag and choose a name and choose your logo and color. To change any of these options, it costs 500 gems. So make sure that you make your choice and make it good. You can change the language here. Now, if I put all languages, then anybody, no matter their language they picked when they first started the game, that they'll see it. They'll see my alliance, which is what I like. It's kind of cool. Now, few options in here. You can see the different alliances within your kingdom. You can search for any alliance across the board, anywhere you want. You can find them. You can see your alliance rankings from within, who's your scientist, who's donating, who's helping, and who's strongest, weakest, etc. That'll help you as an alliance leader. You'll see an approval list. If you are free to join, then you don't get one. If it's application, then you'll see the applications there. As well as invites, you can invite people from within the kingdom. You just hit the little invite and you invite them into the alliance, and they can accept or deny. Also a really cool feature. Here is the alliance list. So here you can see the different people within the alliance. There is a little silver tag next to their name, which means they are offline, and those that are online do have a green marker, which is cool, so you can see who's online and who's offline. Here within the alliance territory, make sure that you're claiming that daily. I had not claimed it, and I thought I did this morning. You can also see your resource points, your current income, and the amount of flags that you have left. You can place alliance resource centers as well, and each one has a certain cutoff. You have to have a certain amount of members in your alliance in order to have those unlocked. Here within the alliance, you have an option of an alliance shop. It can stay pretty stocked, or you don't have to worry about stocking it at all and it'd be completely empty. This does benefit the alliance. It does cost alliance credits to stock the store that is purchased with individual credits. There's a lot of different ways to get individual credits, from doing Ark of Osiris, from doing standard events. Sometimes when you have players that spend money, then they drop from those alliance chests in your mails. Sending alliance mails is very important to your alliance members to let them know what's going on. You can send them in 4 different intervals: 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 8 hours, and 24 hours. This allows those members to ready check during that time period. It does cost 1,000 credits. Another way you could do it is send rank-specific mails from the new mail option. You can select each member within that rank and say, hey, you need to increase your power to get to the next rank. This is just an example. As an alliance leader, you can place flags. So here, I'm going to show you what I normally do. I'm almost at flag capacity. I know that there's a couple of routes that I want to take, but for the short term, I'll show you what I do. I go to View, and I hit the little demo button on the bottom left, hit yes, and it demos the flag. Now I go ahead and open up the flags, alliance flags, flag, and I place a flag. And you can send it for a quick activation. You can just send it, or you can actually go in and select one troop. When it comes to alliance officers, you can appoint an officer here, as you can hit the little plus sign, and you can set role. There's counselor, warlord, envy, and saint. depending on which one you want, for that person, you can grant it to them. Now, there is a 10-minute cooldown between giving that title to someone. So if I give it to someone now, I have to wait 10 minutes to give that title to somebody else. The next thing I want to cover real quick is a little bit about technology. So this is a Max Tech Alliance, but I want to cover a little bit what you're going to experience in an early kingdom. For example, Together We Rise and Great Alliance are going to be the first two that you will have an option to upgrade, especially in the other two, Storehouse Expansion and Architecture. And the last one's all of the War Tech. All of these will be grayed out until you can unlock their skill. I'll show you in a moment. First thing I did as an alliance leader in a new kingdom, Great Alliance. Took it to 2 because that increases your alliance spaces, which is good to have more spaces, which means more helps. You need 1K or 1 million alliance credits to build a fortress, and I'll cover that in a moment. With Architecture, you need to get it up to 1 to 2 or 3 because 2 is good. It's cheaper because it's only going to cost you like 150k donations, and I think the next one's like 200k. It goes up very slowly until it gets to a point where it's like a million. It's ridiculous. Either way, do this tech to get to unlock flag quantity, get your flag quantity up as high as you can, as quick as you can, because that's what's going to slow you down from building to territory, because you're not going to have enough flags. You're not going to have enough space either. Getting your storehouse up to 3 will be able to drop an Alliance Fortress 1 with your storehouse up to 3. This is the Alliance storehouse, not your City Hall storehouse. Alright, so I'm going to show you what it's like to be in a Max Tech Alliance. As you can see here, there's 6 techs available. One that is in a cooldown, and one that you can donate to, and one that's active. And there's 3 others that are pending. So whenever you fill this bar up, it'll be gold like Books and Battles, Fully Loaded, and Unbridled Progress. They'll look just like that. And then you have like Counteroffensive, where it's a 4-hour skill that has a 2.5 day cooldown. So that's important to know, because you need to space these out at enough time where people have time to donate, and they can donate every day. And then by the time that they're done donating that one, another one should open up. So like, I think every 12 hours is like a really good average to do, but I know sometimes it's not going to be perfect. And you'll have times where there's no donations available. All right, guys. So one of the primary goals on my Jumper account was a flag route plan. Flag routes are very important for the Alliance because that gives you Alliance resources to help build more flags and help for technology. Now, this is good to have good flag routes because you want quick, easy routes to get to your shrines and altars. You need to know when they open and when you can occupy them. But there's another catch. Sometimes you have to burn through other alliances to get there. And as you saw or seen in my previous video, it's kind of a lot of work, especially if they have an alliance fortress, because you have to burn them to the ground and they take like 24 hours. It's really, really long. Now, flag routes are important. You hit the resources tab on the left and you can see the little white pictures on the map, and those are actually resource nodes. And for this one here, there's 2 wood and 3 wood, and you can build on it here. They take 2k income to your alliance, which is great. And you want to get there in the least amount of flags. So this one flag covers 1, and that one covers 1. You can actually build a flag, if this was one of your placements, to cover both. But this is a useless flag here because you can either build here or here. And you want to angle them and direct them in a way that gets to your point as quickly as possible. I'm sure there's a couple of flags that we could burn or demo, and the Alliance Leader is the only one that can demo a flag. If you accidentally place a flag and you send a troop to it, it's set. There's nothing you can do. Those Alliance resources are gone. You can't get them back if you demo it. So might as well, if you placed it, build it. There are options that you can build one troop flags, or you can build max build flags. One troop flags gives you alliance credits. Max building flags will give you quicker resource access points. As a experienced flag builder, never build a one troop flag on alliance territory bordering another territory like this here. If I were to build a flag here, don't put one troop. And as an experienced flag builder, I should know this, but I've done it a couple of times on this account and I felt pretty stupid about it. But it happens and I've made mistakes. It's okay. Either way, the flag routes are really key because it's going to get you into the next zone. Having forts available for KVK is very important, so you need to be able to build another alliance fortress on top of your center fortress. You can demo your center fortress and build it somewhere else on the map to help connect your land and build it for quick building. Alliance Fortress only costs 1 million Alliance credits. You can check in your inventory in your storehouse how many Alliance credits you have. When you enter KVK for building flags, your flag count resets back down to 0, but you can only take your Alliance fortresses into KVK and not your center fortress. Because the center is supposed to be the center of your kingdom and Alliance fortresses go to KVK. Please keep this in mind, because if you demo the center fortress and you tried to build it in Kingsland, not Kingsland, if you try to build it in Zone 4 of KVK Lost Kingdom, it won't work. Trust me, it's happened before and it sucks, because then you have to go back to home kingdom and build the fortress. Building your fort is important by placing it on multiple resource nodes. Here I'm going to show you an example here, like in Kingsland, where the temple is. There's 4 resource nodes in one alliance fortress zone. As you can see here, if we were to place it, you get 4 resource nodes. This one here on the left, as you can see, more than 50% of that wood node there is actually been taken up. So you should be able to get occupancy of that. You have to have 50% of the flag and or fort over top of the resource pit in order to get it. Alright guys, that covers it for today's video. I covered about alliances and flag buildings and different routes that you can take. There's a lot of situations and everything is going to be a little bit different. No situation is going to be the same. So base your alliance research and your territory based on what's going on around you. It's important to do these things because you need to become strong and in order to survive in some of these games, and work with those alliances that you may be surrounded next to. But alright guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to my videos and drop a comment below and let me know what you think, and if you know something to relate or something that I may have missed, or advice for other alliance leaders and R4 members out there. So for now guys, just keep it real.